What kind of lighting do I need for a reef tank? Well, I guess the simple answer is any light that's specifically designed to grow corals and other photosynthetic marine organisms. But let's be real, that's not exactly super helpful. So instead, let's explore what you want to look for in a capable reef aquarium light fixture. There are 5 things that new reefers should consider when choosing a light for their reef tank that will help weed through the seemingly endless array of options that turn up when you start searching. Let's kick things off with, does the manufacturer have an excellent track record of reefers successfully growing a stunning reef under their lighting? With so many no-name off-brand reef light options that cost so little it feels like you're winning the lottery, it can be pretty tempting to try out a cheap lighting solution on your reef tank, and in some cases, they can work, but there's generally an associated risk as well. Whether that's a complete lack of support from the manufacturer, or poorly designed optics that cause hot spots and color separation that can be hard on the corals as well as your eyes, or issues with longevity and premature failure, or all of the above. The easiest way to avoid a bad experience that could cost you more than just wasted money on a crummy light, but possibly also losing your corals as well, is by finding out if that particular manufacturer has a large following of fellow reefers who have had largely positive experiences with that particular light fixture and grown amazing looking corals in their own reef tanks using that light. One of the best ways to vet a light is just to ask about it on your favorite reefing forum or social page. If anyone else has had success, you're sure to find out. Similarly, if someone has had a poor experience or perhaps nobody was even willing to try it out, that could be the big red flag that you were looking for. But instead of going down that road at all and being your own guinea pig, there are many manufacturers in the reef lighting game with an excellent reputation of making great products to fit all kinds of budgets that will also stand behind their products so you know you're covered if something goes wrong. Sticking with one of those well-known manufacturers takes a lot of the risk off of your plate and greatly increases your chances of getting the right light fixture for your tank the first time. Is the light easy to use right out of the box, or do you need an in-depth understanding of lighting to be able to set it up properly? Chances are you're going to be looking at some sort of LED light fixture for your reef tank, since that is currently the technology that is most widely used in modern reefing. LED lighting has lots of benefits, like showing off fantastic coloration and fluorescence in corals and having a stunning and dynamic shimmer in the tank. LED lights often have a wide range of control as well, and that can actually be a double-edged sword for new reefers. Being able to play around with the intensity of individual LED colors on your light can definitely be fun, but if you don't fully grasp how these individual colors will affect your coral's ability to photosynthesize, then you could accidentally make a change that could be detrimental to your reef. Similarly, if you're unsure of how many hours of light your corals are going to need each day or how to set up a proper schedule for your reef tank, you may end up finding that you're providing not enough light to your reef or even too much. Many popular LED fixtures out there will have presets for you to use so that you can make sure your corals are getting what they need. So, picking a light that offers popular presets for both the spectrum and the light schedule is a big advantage. Some manufacturers will give you the ability to adjust how the light looks to your eye without any risk of getting spectrum wrong by giving you a single point of control for how blue or white the light's going to appear, which gives you the best of both worlds. The ability to use a preset spectrum that you know will grow healthy, colorful corals, and the ability to adjust that spectrum to what looks best to your eyes. Many also provide a quick setup where you can simply type in the time you want your light to turn on in the morning, and will then set up an appropriate light schedule for the entire day that starts at the time that you chose so that you don't have to. Does the light have enough intensity and spread for the types of corals you want to keep for a tank with the same dimensions as yours? How much light a fixture can provide can be broken down into intensity and spread. In other words, how much energy the light can provide and how wide of an area it can provide that energy to. You'll definitely want to make sure that the light or lights that you're getting are able to provide your tank's dimensions with the right amount of energy for the types of corals you want to keep. You might be surprised at how differently LED fixtures can look and perform from one another, from floodlight style pendants with a single optic to larger panel style fixtures with diodes spread far apart. All of these fixtures will have their own unique strengths, weaknesses, and unique characteristics when it comes to spread and intensity. Most reputable manufacturers will give you an idea of how their light performs with charts and diagrams, so make sure to take a look at them and compare that spread and intensity to your tank dimensions to get a good idea of how that light is going to perform over your tank. Does it make your tank look the way you prefer? This includes how blue or white a light appears and how much shimmer it provides. How a particular light fixture and the light it provides to your tank makes your tank appear is also gonna be pretty important, considering this is your tank and you gotta look at it, so you gotta enjoy it. And that largely comes down to personal preference. Some light fixtures provide a ton of shimmer in the tank and create a dynamic look with bright areas and more shadowed areas. Other fixtures have a softer, diffused look with very little or no shimmer and reduced shadows. Some will make a tank appear visually brighter and whiter and more natural, while others are bluer and focus on showing off coral fluorescence. How the light itself looks sitting over top of the tank is also a consideration. Maybe you prefer several smaller lights on individual mounting arms, or perhaps you'd rather have a single large fixture suspended from the ceiling. With so many options out there, all capable of growing stunning corals, there is no one single right answer for everybody, so absolutely do take your personal preferences into consideration. And of course, does it match your budget? The overall cost of a reef tank light can vary quite a lot, so sticking to a particular budget is definitely possible. Don't be made to feel like you have to break the bank to get a specific light fixture because you've got options. Everybody out there, myself included, wants to feel like they got the absolute best lighting option possible for their tank, for their corals. But like I was just saying, there are so many capable lighting options available, there isn't a singular best light fixture. Flagship light fixtures from the most popular brands are fantastic, absolutely, but there are so many great brands that offer fantastic lighting options in mid-tier and even budget price ranges, so if your budget doesn't allow for several $1,000 light fixtures, don't sweat it. And don't feel like you're limiting your success. Find a great light that does match your budget, and don't look back. Now, of course, there are other considerations as well, like what kind of mounting options are available for a particular light fixture, whether or not you want app control or 0 to 10 volt integration, and even whether you want to stick to LED or explore other options like T5. But before you worry about all of that, Ryan and Randy are gonna help you figure out which of the 4 major types of reef lighting best match your reefing mantra in this video right here. Have a watch. It is going to be enlightening. Check it out.